morning students. In the last video you learned and you are known what are called natural numbers and how they are represented, which letter is used to represent that natural numbers, and what are called whole numbers, by which letter they are represented. So all these are we discussed in the last video. Now in this video you are going to learn the properties of whole numbers. That means whole numbers satisfy which properties. So properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. So there are some properties. Let us see what are those. The first one is closure property. Closure property. Whether it satisfies under addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So first property is closure property. So let me say how this property satisfies with some examples. Suppose take a number 2. Number 2, which is a whole number. Again take a number 3, also a whole number, which gives us 2 plus 3 equal to 5 is also a whole number, isn't it? 2 is in a set of whole numbers or not? Yes. 3 is also in the set of whole numbers. 2 plus 3 equal to 5 is also in the set of whole numbers. So all the whole numbers are satisfy this closure property. Why? Because when you add two whole numbers, you get the answer which is also a whole number. From this you can say that as closure property is satisfied under addition. Closure property is satisfied under addition. Once again, if you take a number, any number, take one more example, 0. 0 is in the set of whole numbers. Let me take 4. 0 plus 4 is nothing but 4 is also in the set of whole numbers. From this we can say that closure property is satisfied under addition. Next we move to the subtraction. Move to subtraction. So 5 is a whole number. Minus 2 is also a whole number. So 5 minus 2 equal to 3. 5 minus 2 equal to 3, which is also a whole number. Suppose if you take 5 minus 7. So 5 minus 7. 5 minus 7 equal to minus 2. How? Here plus if there is a no sign, it seems to be plus. Assume to be plus. So how many plus are there? 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here minus 7. That means minus, how many minus? 7 minus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 plus cancelled with 5 minus. What we left? We have 2 more minus signs. That is a minus 2. See? Plus 5 minus 7. Plus 5 means plus sign is 5. Minus 7 means minus 7. Minus signs are keeping 7. So from this 5 plus or 5 minus are cancelled. Still we have 2 minus. That should be placed here. Minus 2. Is this number a whole number? Minus 2 is a whole number? No, not at all. So we didn't have negative numbers in the whole number set. So from this we can say that closure property is not satisfied. Is not satisfied under subtraction. Satisfied under addition. Closure property is satisfied under addition, but not satisfied under subtraction. Now multiplication. Suppose if you take a number 2, another number assumed as a 3. So what is the multiplication of 2 and 3. 2 3s 6. 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number. The answer is also a whole number. Why? Because 6 is in the set of whole numbers. So the multiplication of two numbers gives the answer that is in the set of whole numbers. Take one more example. Suppose the 0 into 100. So 0 into any number equal to 0 is in the set of whole numbers. From this you can say that so closure property is satisfied under multiplication. If you take any two numbers that should be multiplied, the given answer is also a whole number. From this you can say that multiplication closure property is satisfied under multiplication. Now division. 6 is divisible by 2. See, 2 3s 6. So the answer is 3. 6 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number. The answer is also a whole number. Let me say with one more example. 3 divisible by 0. So 0 0 0 3 is 0. So 3 minus 0 3. Again 0 3 is 0. So 3. That means you cannot get the particular answer. You cannot get the particular answer. So we can simply say 0 is not satisfied. 0 is not satisfied with division here. 0 is not defined in division. So it can be said as not satisfied. Not satisfied. We cannot get the particular answer. What we are doing here? We are moving to 0 3s 0. Again, we are going to step by step. You cannot get the particular answer which is in the set of whole numbers. So from this you can say that division is not closure property is not satisfied in division under division. So second property. A second property is a commutative property. Commutative property. Second property is the commutative property. Let me take one example. So 2 plus 3 equal to how much? 5. So 3 plus 2, just you are interchanging the numbers. 3 plus 2 is also 5. From this you can say that whether you interchange the numbers, the answer should be the same. This is the property called commutative property. Yes, it is satisfied. Take any number. Suppose 7 plus 4, 11. Or 4 plus 7 is also 11. This is a whole number. 7 is also a whole number. The answer is also a whole number. From this we can say that commutative property is satisfied under addition. What is the property holds here? Whether you interchange the numbers. In the place of 7 you take 4. In the place of 4 you take 7. But the answer should be the same. This property is called commutative property. It is satisfied under addition. Commutative property is satisfied under addition. Now subtraction. So 6 minus 3 equal to 3. 3 minus 6 equal to minus 3. 6 minus 3 equal to 3. Whereas 3 minus 6 equal to minus 3, which is not in the set of whole numbers. From this we can say that the commutative property does not holds under subtraction. It is not satisfied under subtraction. Let's move to the next multiplication. So 2 4s 8. Interchange the numbers. 4 2s 8. Whether you are interchange the numbers, the answer is the same. From this you can say that the commutative property is satisfied under multiplication. Satisfied under multiplication. Now division. 4 divisible by 2 equal to 2. See, 2 2's 4. So the answer is 2. Now 2 divisible by 4. So is it possible we have some 0 point something? Is it the numbers in whole numbers? No. From this we can say that this property is not satisfied under division. Commutative property is not satisfied under division. See, commutative property is satisfied for addition and multiplication, not satisfied under division and subtraction. Next, third property is associative property. Associative property. Take 2 plus 3 plus 5. See, 2 plus 3 equal to 5 plus 5 equal to 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So 2 plus first add the numbers which are in the brackets. So 3 plus 5 equal to 8. 8 plus 2 equal to 10. So see here 2 plus 3 plus 5. Here also 2 plus 3 plus 5. But you are adding the numbers which are in the brackets first. So 2 plus 3 equal to 5. 5 plus 5 10. So 2 plus 3 plus 5 equal to 8. 2 plus 8 equal to 10. This property is called associative property. So it holds under, it satisfies under addition. It is satisfied, associative property is satisfied under addition. Now move to the subtraction. See, 5 minus 2 minus 2. So 5 minus 2 equal to 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, 1. Now 5 minus 2 minus 2. So 5 minus 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 0, 5. Take one more example. 5 minus 7 minus 2. So 5 minus 7 minus 2, 5. 5 minus 5, 0. So 5 minus 7 minus 2. So 5 minus 7 minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. See here it is 0 in the set of whole numbers, but minus 4 is not in the set of whole numbers. So this is the example we have taken for associative property, that is 5 minus 7 minus 2. You subtract the numbers which are in the brackets first. So 5 minus 7 minus 2, 5. 5 minus 5, 0. Whereas 5 minus 7 equal to minus 2. So 7 is a bigger number, it has minus sign, but 2 we take a minus sign. 5 minus 7, 2. So minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2, minus 2, minus 4, which is not in the set of whole numbers. So it is not satisfied. It is not satisfied. Now multiplication. So 2 into 3 into 4. So first you multiply the numbers which are in the brackets first. 2 3 is 6 into 4. 6 4s are 24. Now you change the bracket. So you solve the multiplication which are in the brackets. 3 4s 12. 12 2s 24. Whether you change the brackets, the answer should be the same. So from this we can say that associative property is satisfied under multiplication. Under multiplication. In the same manner it is not satisfied under division. Not satisfied under division. Additive identity. Additive identity. What is called additive identity? Is nothing but if you take 0 plus 3, 0 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number. 0 plus 3 equal to 3. 0 plus 100, 0 is a whole number, 100 is also a whole number. So 0 plus 100 equal to 100 is also a whole number. From this we can say that if you add 0 to the any number, you get the number which is in the set of whole numbers. From this we can say that 0 is the additive identity. 0 is the additive identity. Now, what is the multiplicative identity? Multiplicative identity. So, if you multiply a number with 1, what you get? Whatever the number you are taking, the same number should be displayed here. So 100 is 100. Suppose 1 into 94, 94. So if you multiply any number with 1, the answer should be taken as whatever the number you are taking, that number should be displayed as the answer. From this we can say that 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Here 0 is called the additive identity. So one more property is there, distributive property. So we will discuss in the next video, in the next class, distributive property and related problems. Now once again, brief explanation for properties of whole numbers. What are the properties? Closure property, commutative property, associative property. So closure property is nothing but if I take two numbers, a plus b equal to c, a is a whole number, b is a whole number, c is also a whole number. So let it be a should be b, a let be a is 2, b is 3. So a plus b, 2 plus 3 equal to 5, which is also a whole number. So this property is called a closure property. So 5 minus 2 equal to 3, whereas 5 minus 7 equal to minus 2. So 3 is in the set of whole numbers, whereas minus 2 is not in the set of whole numbers, and 2 it is not satisfied. So closure property is not satisfied under subtraction. So now move to multiplication. 2 3 is 6. So 0 into 100 equal to 0. Whatever the numbers you are taking, that is whole numbers, the answer is also a whole number. So this is called satisfied. Closure property is satisfied under multiplication. So 6 divisible by 2 equal to 3 is a whole number, whereas 3 divisible by 0 you are going on doing the division. You cannot get the particular answer. That too, this is not considered. So from this you can say that closure property is not satisfied under division. Now move to the second property, that is commutative property. You are taking two numbers, 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Whether you interchange the numbers, the answer is never changing. 7 plus 4 equal to 11. If you change the numbers, the answer is same. From this we can say that commutative property is satisfied under addition. Now move to the subtraction. 6 minus 3 equal to 3, whereas 3 minus 6 equal to minus 3, which is not in the set of whole numbers. From this we can say that subtraction is not satisfied under the commutative property. Now move to the multiplication. 2 4s 8 or 4 2s 8. Whatever the numbers you are taking, you are multiplying. The answer is also in the set of whole numbers. From this we can say that commutative property is satisfied under multiplication. So we already had done. So this is applicable for commutative properties also. From this we can say that it is not satisfied under division. Now move to the associative property. So if you take three numbers, add the three numbers. So the result should be a whole number. So what you are doing, you are taking three numbers, you are adding at a time? No. First you are adding the numbers which are in the brackets. After that you are adding the remaining number. In the same manner, first you are adding the numbers which are in the brackets. That is 3 plus 5 equal to 8, 2 plus 8 equal to 10, here also 10, here also 10. From this we can say that associative property is satisfied under addition. Come to the subtraction. 5 minus 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 equal to 5. 5 minus 5 equal to 0. Yes. Now move to the next step. So you change the brackets. 5 minus 7. It is a minus 2. So minus 2 minus 2 minus 4, which is not in the set of whole numbers. From this you can say that associative property is not satisfied. 4. You multiply the numbers which are in the brackets first. So 6 fours are 24. Here is the bracket for 3 into 4. So 3 fours is 12. 12 to is 24. We get the same answer. From this you can say that associative property is satisfied under multiplication and it is not satisfied for division. So we have one more property, distributive property. So we will discuss in the next class along with some related distributive property problems. So I hope you are clear with this. Based on this some problems are there. You clear with these concepts and solve the problems. Thank you.